Young and the Restless spoilers. Wednesday, March 26 reveal Tracy and Alan's tensions. Alan's death could shake up YNR. The truth comes out and the secrets are horrifying. Tracy Abbott has lived her entire life in stability, worshipping her family and deeply loving those she loves, especially her brother Jack Abbott. However, recent events have completely changed her life. Alan Laurent, the man Tracy trusted, the man she believed would bring her peace and happiness, has shaken everything in her life. What happens next is not only a heartbreaking murder but also a turning point that leads to the discovery of deadly secrets, threatening not only the Abbott family but the entire Genoa City community. Tracy is facing a crisis she could not have foreseen. Tensions in her relationship with Alan begin to escalate after his mysterious actions. Sharon Newman, Tracy's close friend, begins to suspect that not everything with Alan is as it seems. One foggy morning, Sharon meets Tracy at the local coffee shop. A simple breakfast turns into a long, tense conversation, where Sharon unexpectedly reveals disturbing information. "Tracy, I don't want to alarm you, but Alan is not who you think he is," Sharon says, her sharp eyes looking straight at Tracy. "There are some things I've discovered that I can't keep quiet about any longer. Not only is he hiding his past, but he's also involved in kidnappings and criminal activities you wouldn't believe." Tracy feels something heavy in her heart as Sharon speaks. Her heart races, unable to believe what she's just heard. "Sharon, I don't understand. Alan is the only person I can trust after everything that happened in this family. What do you think about what you're saying?" Sharon sighed, her eyes filled with sadness. "I can't explain everything to you right now, but I feel like something is wrong. You should be careful, Tracy. Alan is not who you think he is. I suspect he is involved in the kidnapping of Sharon and Phyllis." The secret about Alan. Laurent. Tracy, after her conversation with Sharon, decided to find out more about Alan. A terrible truth that she couldn't believe gradually appeared before her eyes. She received a text message from Kyle Abbott, Jack's son, with updates about Sharon's kidnapping at the clinic. This made Tracy panic and decided to check Alan's phone. When she opened Alan's phone, Tracy was shocked to discover messages related to the clinic where Phyllis and Sharon were being held. The messages were from an unknown number, not Alan's, but someone named Martin. The name made Tracy even more confused. She suddenly realized that Alan Laurent was actually a fake name. Martin, the name Sharon and Phyllis had mentioned during the investigation, could be the one behind this kidnapping. Tracy felt a sense of dread. She couldn't believe that the man she loved and trusted could be a criminal, someone involved in such atrocities. Tracy realized that she had never really known Alan as she thought. The death of Alan Laurent. The suspicions gradually became true when Tracy encountered Alan one tense evening at her home. Alan, despite being discovered by Tracy, kept trying to convince her that it was all a misunderstanding. But Tracy couldn't take it anymore. She felt betrayed, lied to for so long. "Tracy, you can trust me. It's not what you think," Alan said, his voice full of comfort. But Tracy couldn't hear another word from Alan. The betrayal was too much for her to handle. She quickly grabbed the gun from the desk drawer and fired at Alan. The shots echoed in the dark room. Tracy stood there, heart pounding, eyes filled with tears, looking at Alan's body lying motionless on the floor. She couldn't believe what she had just done. Alan's death wasn't just an act of self-defense, it was the end of a relationship that had been lied to and manipulated. Burying the crime after Alan fell, Tracy couldn't stand still. She knew that if the truth was discovered, it would be over. She wouldn't just lose Alan, she would lose everything. Tracy had to do the unthinkable, she had to bury Alan's body. In the dark of night, Tracy drove to a deserted lot, where she carefully dug a deep hole and hid Alan's body there, hiding all traces of the crime. When she returned home, Tracy felt empty. She could not go back to being the person she once was. The relationship with Alan was over, but the secrets he brought still haunted Tracy. With the help of Sharon and Kyle, Tracy continues to investigate the truth about Alan, or Martin. What Tracy finds not only scares her, but also forces her to face difficult decisions in the future. Will she continue to hide her crimes? Or will she find a way to confront the truth and face the consequences? Either way, Alan Lawrence's death changes everything. And Tracy Abbott must learn to live with her decisions in a world where secrets are never completely buried. Tracy Abbott's life has never been easy. As an integral part of the Abbott family, she has always sought peace and happiness in strong family ties. However, after Alan Lawrence comes into her life, things begin to change in ways she could never have imagined. Events are slowly pushing Tracy into a tense situation where every word and action could lead to the exposure of dark secrets. Tracy begins to suspect Alan from the first days of meeting Alan. Tracy is attracted to him because of his warmth and politeness. However, as the truth gradually comes out, Tracy realizes that she cannot completely trust this man. After getting information from Sharon Newman and a series of strange events surrounding Alan, Tracy begins to doubt his true identity. It seems that more and more clues show that Alan Lawrence is not who Tracy thinks. During a night of thinking, Tracy decides that she cannot let things continue like this. She begins to pick up the pieces that Alan left in the past and put them together. She couldn't help but think that Alan might not be Alan at all, but Martin Lawrence, the man she had heard mentioned in some of her conversations with Sharon. She suddenly realized that she might have been fooled all along. This made Tracy extremely worried and confused. Every piece of the puzzle, every event, every sentence Alan said had implications that Tracy could no longer ignore. These doubts not only stressed her out, but also forced her to face the truth about the man she had loved. She tried to put these pieces together in her mind, but the more she thought about it, the more uneasy Tracy felt. She knew that if she didn't solve this problem, things would get worse. Tracy had to find out the truth about Alan, and fast. Jack and Nikki, the clash at society. While Tracy is lost in thought and trying to deal with her doubts, Jack Abbott faces another challenge. One afternoon at society, one of Genoa City's most famous upscale restaurants, Jack encounters Nikki Newman. What seems like a casual conversation quickly turns into a tense confrontation between the two. Jack, always the protector of the Abbott family and standing firm in the face of all challenges, does not let anyone, especially those in the Newman family, challenge him easily. Nikki, despite being a sharp and determined woman, is not willing to back down from Jack's words. The clash between the two leads them into a relentless battle, as each side tries to prove their point of view on the current situation. All the conflicts between the Abbott and Newman families are related to Victor Newman, the powerful man behind it all. As Jack and Nikki argue over business matters and their family's strategies, all roads lead to Victor. For Jack, Victor is his arch-nemesis, someone who is always looking to manipulate things to his liking. For Nikki, though she has long since stopped siding with Victor in many important decisions, she cannot deny the great influence he has on the Newman family. The confrontation between Jack and Nikki not only strains the atmosphere in society, but also opens a new war between the two families. All the tension, disputes and conflicts point to Victor, who will have to face more difficult decisions than ever before. While everyone else is busy dealing with family relationships and power intrigue, Kyle Abbott and Tracy's daughter Claire are facing a different challenge. Somehow, they will break out of the mold that the Abbott family has built for themselves. The two will face important life decisions as their relationship grows, but issues from the past continue to haunt and disrupt their relationship. Kyle and Claire cannot avoid the influence of their families, but the feelings between the two are real, and that is something that neither of them can ignore. Important decisions will take them to different paths, and choosing between family and love will not be easy. Tracy and Jack will not easily accept this relationship, because it involves secrets that they are not ready to face. However, with the true love of Kyle and Claire, they will be determined to overcome all challenges to stand firm together. Worrying predictions. As the story progresses, Tracy begins to realize that everything is not as simple as she thought. The relationship between Alan, or Martin, and the Abbott family is opening up a series of secrets that she cannot fully imagine. She not only has to face the betrayal of the person she loves, but also has to face larger conspiracies that her family could never have foreseen. Events will lead to a series of shocking revelations, opening a new chapter in Tracy's life full of surprises and drama. Family ties will be tested and conflicts between characters will create a never-ending battle. Will Tracy find out the truth about Alan? Will she accept the truth about the conspiracies behind the Abbott and Newman families? All these questions will be answered in the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless. In the complex and tricky world of The Young and the Restless, rules never last forever, and sometimes, young people like Claire and Kyle are the ones who break the rules. But when they decide to act outside the boundaries, what will happen? Will they be able to live with the consequences of their bold choices? Secret relationships and broken rules. Claire, daughter of Tracy Abbott, and Kyle Abbott, son of Jack Abbott, are both heirs to two powerful families in Genoa City. However, despite growing up in influential families, they do not always follow the family rules or social norms that their parents try to instill in them. Both Claire and Kyle tend to do things their own way, even if it means breaking the rules. In a tense and intriguing situation, Claire and Kyle decide to risk breaking into the Abbott mansion. It is a completely unexpected and dangerous move, but also extremely attractive to these two young people. The initial reason is just to get a preview of the changes that Diane Jenkins Abbott, Kyle's mother, is making to renovate the Abbott mansion. However, it is not only about learning about the house's reforms, but also about the curiosity about the secrets that may be hidden in the family mansion. Diane, who has always maintained control over family life, will certainly not be pleased with Claire and Kyle's invasion of this private space. Claire and Kyle's move may not only be a bold act but also a sign of rebellion against Diane's control over the family rules, and also mark a turning point in the relationship between mother and son. Not only stopping at breaking the family rules, Claire and Kyle also embark on a dangerous romantic adventure. With feelings blossoming between the two, they cannot resist secretly dating and engaging in emotional activities that they are not allowed to participate in. This not only causes tension in the Abbott family but also puts both of them in greater challenges. Their love grows amid family tensions, making every encounter an adventure. Sometimes, they have to find hidden, unknown places to be together without being watched. The feeling of being forbidden makes their relationship all the more intriguing and challenging. However, like all secret relationships, there are always potential risks, and the two cannot always escape the attention of those around them. Diane, who has always watched and controlled Kyle's every move, will not easily let these actions go. She will take measures to keep Kyle and Claire in check, and no one can predict her reaction when she discovers that her son is doing things she cannot accept. Claire and Kyle's rule-breaking actions don't stop at small things like breaking into the mansion or having secret love affairs. They may be caught up in a bigger chaos, a chaos they can't even predict, involving a mysterious figure, Alan. The appearance of Alan, who may be part of a larger conspiracy, may create a shock for both Claire and Kyle. Tracy has previously suspected Alan's connection to suspicious events in the Abbott family, and now Claire and Kyle may unwittingly fall into the vortex of those dangerous secrets. If Claire and Kyle accidentally get caught up in Alan's schemes, they will face consequences they can't imagine. Surely, their every action will not only cause trouble for themselves but may also put the Abbott family in danger. However, Claire and Kyle's curiosity and intense feelings may lead them to unexpected events that they cannot control. Meanwhile, Alan, whoever he is, may use their actions to achieve his own goals. Kyle and Claire's connection to Alan may open up deadly secrets that no one expected. Consequences and remaining questions. As Claire and Kyle continue their rule-breaking journey, a series of questions will arise. Will their actions cause irreparable rifts in the Abbott family? Will Diane be able to control her son, or will Kyle choose his own path, regardless of the family rules? And most importantly, can Kyle and Claire's relationship survive these challenges, or will their furtiveness lead to an inevitable breakdown? Life in the world of the young and the restless is full of complicated relationships, tough decisions, and unforeseen consequences. Claire and Kyle, though young and passionate and daring, their actions could have lasting effects on the Abbott family. Any trouble, big or small, could change the course of this family and send them into a never-ending battle with conspiracies and secrets they are not ready to face. Claire and Kyle's rule-breaking will not only bring them challenges within their family, but also unforeseen troubles from other characters on The Young and the Restless. Will they be able to maintain their relationship and overcome these challenges? Or will they pay the price for their actions when all their secrets are exposed? Their story is still very long, and only time will tell. Subscribe to YNR to stay up to date with the latest news on our channel.